Hello friends, I am Dr. Awdhesh Singh and I welcome you to Awdhesh Academy. Friends, we are going to talk about today the golden rules for civil servants. Many people aspire to become civil servants. Many people become civil servants and still they are unable to achieve success in their life. They are unable to achieve happiness in their life. They have a lot of goals, they have a lot of ambitions, they have a lot of spirit to serve the nation, and still they fail to achieve what they planned. So today we are going to discuss about the 10 golden rules. If you follow that, then you can become an excellent civil servant. The first and foremost golden rule is that you should know your job well. Most of the people think that the job of the civil servant is to give orders. You just give orders and people will follow. That does not work. Because nowadays all your orders are scrutinized by the courts, by the superior officers. You have to give reply to RTI. All your orders are challenged. And therefore, if your orders are not right, then you will face problem. And to give the right orders, you should know your job very well. I was a tax officer for 25 years and I know how important it is to know your job well. If you know your job well, then your subordinates will respect you, your taxpayers will respect you, your seniors will respect you, and you will be able to achieve great success in your job. The second important thing is be a ruler. This is a very important rule which a senior officer of mine has taught us in the training period itself. He said that the government officers are the ruler. Now the ruler does not mean the king. The ruler means one who follow the rules. This is a very, very interesting thing in the civil services, that every power is well defined. Every job is well defined. Every rule and procedure is well defined. And as long as you are following the rules, following the procedures, no harm can be done to you. At the same time, if you are having all the good intentions and if you break the law, then nobody can save you. So as far as you are following the rules and laws and doing everything in accordance with that, you will succeed as a civil servant. The third important thing is that you should understand the politics. You must understand that India is a democracy. And you must understand that in a democracy, it is the politician who reaches to the top and they govern the nation. We as a civil servants have to work under them. And therefore, if we don't know them, if we don't know why they are giving orders of what they are giving orders, then we will not be able to make them happy and do our job. The politicians and the civil servant has to work together as a team and not against each other. And that is the only way to become a good civil servant. Therefore, you must understand the politics, why somebody does what he is doing. And there will be a lot of internal politics also within your organization. So you should be able to understand and use that to your advantage if you want to become a good civil servant. The fourth very, very important rule, again given by one of my senior officers, he says that we should not learn do's from the rule, but learn don'ts from the rule. What does it mean? The meaning is that if something is not prohibited, that means you can do it. Now consider the don'ts as the boundary. So outside the boundary, everything is not allowed. So anything which is allowed within that circle, you can do. Now don't learn do's from the rules, because you will find many things are not written that this is what you should do. For example, when we shake hand with each other or touch somebody's feet, have you ever thought where this rule is there? No. But it is not a prohibited thing. This is what everybody does, we follow it. In the same way, unless the rule says no, take that as yes and go ahead. That is the quality of a great civil servant. The fifth important thing is that treat your salary as an honorarium. Friends, civil services is a platform where you get a direct opportunity to serve the people, millions of people. The richest people of the world, like Bill Gates, who has got billions and billions of dollars in their account, they are doing the social service by spending that money. And here you are having an opportunity to do your job, get paid for it, and at the same time do the social service. And therefore, whatever salary you are getting is like a honorarium. Government can never compensate the work which you do. As a district collector, or as a SP or as a commissioner. I remember when I was a commissioner in large taxpayer unit Chennai, we used to collect something around 10,000 crore rupees of revenue. Now naturally, if any corporate collect that much of revenue, the CU will be paid a very huge salary. But I was getting just the ordinary salary. So you have to understand that the type of job you do as a civil servant, nobody can compensate. Your job is too big, but your opportunity to serve is also very big, and you have got this opportunity and you are getting paid. So take that as an honorarium and not as a compensation, not as a salary. This is a very, very important thing. Work with the spirit of service. Another very important rule which I would like to share, particularly with the new civil servants, is that don't accept free lunches. Please remember, in this world there is no free lunches. If somebody invites you for a party, somebody invites you for a function, somebody gives you some free gift, don't think that he is not going to ask anything in return. Please remember, everything which you accept, you have to pay it back in much more quantity. And therefore, don't accept free lunches, because free lunches always come with a great obligation, and you may not like to fulfill those obligations because they may not be legal. So don't accept the free lunches. Live within your means. That is very, very important for a civil servant. Next important thing is be result oriented. Now this principle of course works in all the organizations, including the government organizations. See, it does not matter how many hours you spend in the office. What is most important is what is the result of that. If your results are not good, then mere working hard is of no use. And therefore try to see that you achieve your goals rather than just working hard. So for that you have to decide what are your goals. Like in the tax department, for example, you can decide that my revenue is the goal, pendency is the goal, then you have anti-evasion as a goal, and then work on those 3-4 goals. So decide your goals in the organization and try to achieve those results. That's very, very important. Eighth important thing is divide and conquer. This is of course a timeless rule, divide and conquer. See, every organization has people of different varieties. There are honest people, there are dishonest people, there are good people, there are bad people, there are efficient people, there are inefficient people, there are hardworking people, there are lazy people. And you must try to divide them and take the right people with you. So you must reward the hardworking people, you must reward the efficient people, you must reward the honest people. When you take sides and reward the goodness, then either the bad will convert themselves into good, or they will become redundant and they will be sidelined. So you must understand that you should not treat all your subordinates, all your people as one block. You must consider that they are different as the colors of the spectrum, and then you must try to see that you concentrate and you focus on one side, reward them, and naturally that will weaken the other side. So divide and conquer is one of the very important principles of administration. Always follow that. The ninth important thing is that you should maintain a work-life balance. I find that work-life balance is very, very important. Many times we neglect it. We focus on work, too much on work, neglect our family. When we come back home, then our family is not there with us to support us. At the end of the day, you will find that your family is the biggest emotional support to you. And if you don't get emotional support at home, your efficiency in the office will also start declining. You will become an irritating person. You will lose love and affection. And all that thing is going to result into a loss of the efficiency, loss of reputation, loss of performance. So treat your family as the foundation on which you are going to build your career. Don't neglect it. But at the same time, don't focus too much on family and neglect your profession. That is also not good, because from the profession you earn your bread and butter, and it is important for us to be loyal to that. So we have to maintain a delicate and good balance of both the things. And finally, my friend, you should never stop growing. I read this beautiful quote that you don't grow old, you become old when you stop growing. And this is one of the major problems which I find in the government service, because in the government service, your performance is not that material. Ultimately, your promotions are decided by seniority, your pay are decided by seniority, and therefore many people stop growing because they don't feel any incentive of improving themselves as a professional, as a person. So I must say that you should not fall into that trap. Always keep growing by learning new things, doing new things, experimenting with life, and enjoying your life. Develop a passion, develop a hobby, read books, or do anything. But keep growing throughout your life, because if you keep growing, then you will feel happy, and that will give you a joy in whatever you are doing. So I believe that if you follow these 10 golden rules, your life will become very good and you will become an excellent civil servant. And not only these rules are beneficial in the civil services, but they are also beneficial in any job, any profession, any career. You can follow these rules and you can see the positive change in your life. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope that you've liked the lessons and you've liked the message which is given in this video. Please follow that and you will see the difference. Thank you very much.